Well, so here we are doing another gig log. Today we're doing the dance party function, and we are at Coburn Golf Club in Guildford. Feedback from the lights from the last function, what I've done, they were a little bit too bright, so I've dialed them down a bit. It's not a very big venue, so we're using the Gig Bar Move ILS. On the rated, not enough videos on the net and YouTube about it, but yeah, it is a very good light once you know how to use it, set it up and switch between the modes basically. Very good. And standard setup today: MacBook Pro, Denon MC6000 Mark II along with a cam wireless mic. Yamahas, they are DXR 15s, two of them, and we're using the subs as well. So I'm using one of the EV's ELX 118Ps, just one, because it's not a very big venue, so I didn't really need two. It's a fairly low ceiling, so one's quite adequate enough. That's what it looks like from the front. Show you what it looks like from my perspective. So hopefully we've got the right ambience going on. Should be okay tonight. Should be a good night. And we'll pick this back up once we have a few guests arriving, which should be around about it starts about 8:30. They generally tend to start rolling in about 9 o'clock, and it finishes at 1. So I will catch you on the other side. Okay, so now the gig log today, we're at Whitmansworth Golf Club, and I'm doing a dinner party for Eastcote Cricket Club. I've got a new addition to Collins Mobile Disco. It is, of course, the Gig Bar Move ILS. It's its first time out, so I'll see how I get on with it. It's supposed to be a lot brighter, and I have tested it with all the lights on, and it does break through the lights, so which is good. Normal setup, we're using the Yamaha DXR 15s. Apple Mac, Serato Pro, Denon MC6000 Mark II, along with a cam wireless microphone. No sound switch today. As I said, we're using the Gig Bar Move ILS, so we'll see how we get on with that. I'm excited to see how this Gig Bar Move pans out throughout the night when the lights are off. Like I said, it's a fairly bright light, so it should be pretty much okay. So I should be keeping this. I did have the Gig Bar Move, the original one, and I got rid of that because it wasn't bright enough. And this is definitely an improvement on the Gig Bar range, so I'm happy with that. I'm just waiting for them to bring out an external controller, which I'm sure they will do at some point.
the night, when the dawn seems so lonely, we fill it up with only two.
And here we are, another gig log. Today we're at Brooks House FC Football Club in Hayes, and we're celebrating a 40th and a 16th. It's a combined birthday party. The bar staff has kindly opened up the rear entrance for us. I do believe we'll be setting up in and around here. Quite a big hall. I have previously been here before, basically for my nephew's baby shower, which was last year November, and we're back here again. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring some gear in, I think, get everything set up, and so we are all finally set up. Basically we're using a standard party package, which is Yamaha DXR 15s, along with the ADJ Dots T-Par. On top of that we have the HP Kintar, which is a new purchase to be set up, so we'll see how that pans out throughout the night. Not to mention the ultimate stands, hydraulic assist, let's go behind. Again, we're using the Denon MC6000 Mark II Apple Mac controlling the music, cam wireless microphone, and that is pretty much the standard setup. So we'll see how these new Chevette Kinta HPs pan out throughout the night, along with the AGJ T-Par. If they're bright enough to shine through the washes, that would be brilliant. I'll be happy. I've got two, but I decided to use one. See how we go with that. So we're all set up. We're just waiting for the guests to arrive. It's the ADJ T-Par Dots, or Dots T-Par. On top we have the Chevette Kinta HP. In the booth we're running the Equinox Spectrapix.
Well, I haven't seen your face around town. Well, I saw you greeted you with an annoying smile. When I saw that girl up on your arm, and she won your heart with a fake total charm. I said, "Oh boy, let's hit the dance, hey boy." What's with the frown? But I couldn't return. All you could say was, "Hi, George, meet my fiancé."
Hello and welcome to another gig log. It is Friday the 22nd of July, and today we're at Aldenham Golf Club, which is in Radlett. You may think I have been a little bit quiet. I have, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been doing a lot of discos, which I have been. I've just not got round to post them online as such, because I've been busy with other things. So I have done a few discos. It's just finding the time to actually do the editing and get them on line. Now I've actually brought everything inside already, so the venue's loaded up with my equipment. Today we're using the EV's ELX 112Ps along with the EV ELX 118Ps, so it should be pretty roomy, because it's not a private function actually, I should say. It is actually a dance party functions. They have a few venues all over, dotted around the place, such as Essex, Sussex, Uxbridge. It's for the over 40s, the more mature scene. So it is a sort of like disco I'm doing. I say disco, a club disco I'm doing today. It's not a private function. Right. Well, as I said, everything's been loaded in the hall already, so we're just coming in. It's not too bad from where the car park is to where I'll offload all my equipment. Walking down here into the main hall. And here we are, everything's already set up. I say set up, well, loaded into the venue. Still got to set everything out because I'm super duper early. It starts at about 8:30 and the time is only coming up to about 10 to 3. So yeah, I am ridiculously early. This is the hall. quite a big hall, as you can see. There's my subs, there's my mid-highs, and we're using the Equinox combi booth, along with the T-Par dots, ADJ T-Par dots. Also, we're going to be using the Revo 4s, along with the Chevy Quinta. So yeah, it should be okay. Should be a nice setup, and we're going to be running the ADJ dots through sound switch. So that should be pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to resume filming once I've got everything up. So I'll see you on the other side. So here we are, all finished, all set up, all wired, everything's running as should do. Sweet. So today we're using, as previously mentioned, the EV-ELX 118Ps along with the EV-ELX 112Ps. And I must say they actually do sound awesome. Lighting today is ADJ Dots T-Par running through sound switch. Also we have the ADJ Revo 4 IR along with the Chevy Quinta HPs. That suffice enough light for this size venue, so it does a nice job. Cable management. No trip hazards, rather. Everything is taped down. That's behind the booth. We're using the Denon MC 6000 Mark II, Apple iPad, so should I say Apple MacBook Pro along with Serato DJ, and the lighting is all being controlled by Akai Mini. So I've got my scenes all set up through there, along with scripted music intensity and auto script intensity as well. That's all running through sound switch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The microphone we're using SM58 Shure. We're not using wireless today because there's no one making any speeches. So this is pretty much a club sort of party. It's not a private function, so no speeches. So I won't be handing around a microphone, so no need for wireless. So we're using wired. Okay, so I'm not too sure if I will be able to do any filming tonight. I haven't asked the gentleman who's organising the event tonight. I shall ask him if it's okay to take some snippets of highlights later on. If he says yes, that's brilliant. I should post them on YouTube when I get round to it, along with the other videos which I've done in the past. So until then, I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, so I've got permission from the organiser to do a bit of videoing of the highlights for this evening. We've got about 15 minutes before we actually start. There we go. Everything's all set up, ready to go. So it is the 22nd of July 2022 and we are at Aldenham Golf Club in Radlett. Hello and welcome to another video gig log. Today it is Saturday the 6th of August and today we're at Amber Court in Surrey. It's another 40s, so it's another dance party function. I've already taken the opportunity of loading all the gear in already. Again, I'll give you a quick walkthrough as to what I'm using. I'm using what I call the club setup, which is a slightly bigger booth compared to the Equinox combi booth. And again, we're using the EV-ELX 118Ps and the 112Ps. We're using my different controller today, which has got more bells and whistles on it. Once it's all set up, I'll give you a walkthrough. And you're probably wondering, it's a very small venue. Those sliding doors do open up, partition doors, and it goes through to next door, which opens up a whole new world, which is slightly bigger. So I will see you once I've got everything set up and sound check. Okay, so we are all set up, all finished. So we're using a different setup this time. So we are using, speaker-wise still remain the same. We're using EV-ELX 112Ps and 118Ps. Because it's sort of like a club function, so I bought the bass reinforcements. Moving around to the front, completely different setup. As you can see, we're using a Newmont NX62 along with the DBX driver. Okay, take two. My GoPro battery died on me, so all set up after a little messing about with the drive up PA2. So I've not used this setup for quite a while, so it took a little bit longer than I would have liked to have taken. General setup, we're using the EV-ELX 118Ps along with the EV-ELX 112Ps. We're using the slightly bigger DJ booth to incorporate the flight case for the controller, and also the gubbins inside of it, the PA2, the mains conditioner. Moving around to the front, I'll give you a more detailed explanation as to what I'm using. So we have for our controller today, we're using a Newmont NX62 along with the drive-out DBX PA2 doing our sound processing. Also we have a firm and power conditioner. I'm sorting out all the nasty spikes in the supply. Moving on to the laptop, we're using the Taurus MacBook Pro, controlling the lighting via sound switch dongle DMX. Also we're using the Yaka APC Mini to run our scenes as well. Moving on to our lights, a DJ Dots T-Par along with the Revo 4s, ADJ Revo 4s. And that is pretty much a quick setup what we're using. I forgot to mention we're also using a Cam wireless microphone. Like I said, I've not used this setup for quite a while, so I had to refresh my memory how to use it. The PA2 driver is being controlled via the app on a Samsung tablet, as you can see. Everything's all run through the app. Okay, so next time I start filming, hopefully I'll have a lot more partying on the dance floor, because I do believe they're expecting about 80 guests. Basically it's a dance party, so they've got various numbers of venues around the country basically, and I was told about 80 people because it's a warm day. Numbers are not as what they should be or expected due to the heat, so a lot of people doing other things other than partying. So I will catch you back on the other side.